Okay, so this morning I want to talk about my phone and people manipulating my phone with SIM card theft. People from Virginia and Maryland area codes and possibly other states. I'm not really sure how it works, but I know it's by way of SIM card. There's two SIM card addresses on this phone. There should only be one. So my child, I'm looking through the photos and some of the screenshots in the photo communications that we have shared through text are not anything that I texted her. No, they're not. And some of the photos that people may have viewed in there, like uh, images of injured babies from the injection injuries. The reason I have those in my phone is because I'm a whistleblower. The companies that created those things to hurt everyone in every country, so this is not about an adversary country, this is about a company that did this, or not one company, many companies. They're called crimes against humanity companies, and they're being brought before Supreme Court, Congress, and Parliament, and all sorts of, I think the Netherlands right now is addressing the owner of Pfizer, I can't remember how to say his name, Albert Bourla or something like that, and Bill Gates, for this very thing. Um, because we were all manipulated to think that it was something to help strengthen the immune system and keep us from getting sick, when that was not ever the intention. And this has been read by government officials who have read the documents out loud. So if you've seen any photos in my phone, it's because I'm a whistleblower and I was reporting things to certain organizations or agencies to protect children, all the kids in our country, every race of child. I'm not connected to any of it. Whistleblowers, people who expose this stuff, are obviously not connected to any of it. I mean, that is basic common sense. So if you, in your mind, are delusionally thinking that anyone looking out for your health, anyone looking out for your safety, anyone exposing companies that are injuring and killing babies, children, and adults, including hospital protocol, forcing companies, because it's really the pharmaceutical companies that are manipulating a lot of those hospital protocols. And you can find this if you go into Facebook groups. There's like 50, 60 groups of, I don't even know how many, a ton, a bunch, okay? I over embellish sometimes when I talk. So you'll have to go in there and count how many yourself. But there's a bunch of groups, like around 40 different groups of injection injuries and deaths. And you can hear testimonies from people. And then there's also what's called hospital protocol, death, murder, or widow groups, where people are sharing their stories. Why are they hidden in groups? It's not because of anything thinking or speaking into existence. It's because these companies are silencing anyone and everyone they can who is whistleblowing, exposing. Whistleblowing is another word for exposing these things to you, so you will know the truth about it. Why are they silencing us? Well, they obviously don't want you to know, because they got an agenda behind it to injure and depopulate. Is that the quote unquote Mr. Gates said, for intentional reasons? And I don't care what debunkers and fact checkers say. I'm debunking them. I'm the real truth, because you can tell by listening to what he's saying on stage that that's not debunk. You can tell by everything in Todd Callender interviews, and all sorts of documentaries everywhere that are exposing this. No, I'm not your problem. I'm not connected to anything that's your problem. I'm not connected to any adversary country. I'm not connected to any other countries at all. My entire life is Central Florida, Carver County, Minnesota, in a 15-minute driving radius. And 1 year in my 20s and 1 year after I left Minnesota, in Virginia, where I didn't know anybody at all on the Eastern Shore or Newport News. No one, except for people coming up to me with staged premeditated, planned scripts and actions of what they're going to say and do to me, because people are believing crap from some religious organizations. Watchtower is supposed to be looking out for people. You guys aren't looking out for anybody. You're part of the problem. Whistleblowers exposing things, we are the Watchtower. So you might want to listen to us, because you're just listening to fantasy fiction books about Amish and stuff. You're hateful. You're blaming the wrong people, and you're like literally being exactly what these horrible companies want you to be, that are using you. And when they're done using you, you really think they're going to keep protecting you or giving you money or whatever motivates you to do this to us? Yeah. No, you need to have some common sense.